Hey, 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 how are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, no matter what time you're hearing my voice and listening to me. Pajama Gramma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with the cause part 3. We're going to talk about the manifesto today. And that's all we're going to talk about and all we're going to work on. Because this is hard for some of us. I don't know, it didn't seem too hard for Russell and for Kaylin Poland when they were doing the Lady Boss stuff or the ClickFunnels stuff. But for me, and I don't know, maybe for you too, this is a bit of a challenge and a bit of a stretch. So our manifesto, we want to do a couple of things with that. You can read about it on page 44 and see an example on page 45 of the book. And that's the part about the cause, the title of liberty. Part 2, Russell calls it. And he gives an example of the manifesto that they created for ClickFunnels. Now, I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to show you the first draft of what I've come up with for my painkillers. But before I do that, we want to think about a couple of things to help us come up with our manifesto. We're going to take our mini manifesto that we created yesterday, and we're going to beef that up and bold it up and make it a full-fledged manifesto. And the best way to start doing that is to think about your industry and the things in it that you don't really like, that you don't think are right, and start writing a list of those things and how you think the industry or your business should be to best serve the customers, to best serve the people that you're trying to serve. And write that out, brainstorm it out, and see what you come up with. When Russell was doing his, he wanted to create a divide between different startup type companies, entrepreneurs that start up with venture capital and entrepreneurs that start out without venture capital. He wanted to create that and make that a bigger difference in entrepreneurial startups because that's who he was originally targeting. And then it may or may not actually be. Now, I guess I've had a little experience on both sides, so I kind of agree with him. I've seen too many of my friends get absolutely destroyed because they took venture capital money and what they were trying to build and develop as a company was eaten up and ruined because of money and greed, and nobody likes to see that, at least not the people that I work with and not the people in this particular industry working on sharing their passion and sharing your expertise. So I get how he was doing that and why he was doing that. So in your industry, you want to think about, and it goes back sort of to the persuasion exercise we did a couple of days ago, who are you fighting against? Who are your tribe, your culture's enemies? How you want to separate yourself out from them and serve them better. So you can go ahead and read Russell's on page 49 again. Oh, page 45, excuse me, page 45. Thus, magnifying glass. And I'm going to read you my first draft of mine. And it's all marked up already, so you know it needs work. But I just want to give you an idea of what I was thinking about and what I was thinking. And now I'm going to go over it again today with you guys because I'm doing the assignments again right along with you and really clean it up because I have not shared it on my Facebook page yet because I didn't feel like it was right. And coming back and going over this again, every time I do it, I get new ideas and better ideas and I get more clarity and certainty as to what it should say. So, magnifying glass, are you ready? This is my first draft of my example. Painkillers are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Health issues, disease, illness, and chronic pain are not an option. We never settle for just surviving because we know we were born to thrive. We know the universe has got our back and supports us. We are not alone. I guess that one needs a little work. We create our own perfect health and claim the life we want. We never wait for someone to tell us what to do. We reject outside opinions, diagnosis, disease, statistics, and expectations, knowing we ultimately heal ourselves. We love ourselves unconditionally and take a holistic approach to our lives. We learn about ourselves and our bodies all the time. We are our own greatest science experiment and strive for continuous improvement in all areas of our lives. We find our own answers. We are certain we can and will figure it out, it being what works best for us and our unique perfect health. We know we've got this. We greet each new day with gratitude and an open heart, mind, body, spirit, and soul. We know we are the most important individual in the world and that well-being is our birthright. We are painkillers. Again, needs a lot of work, but that's my first draft. So go out, make your first draft. Don't necessarily think it's going to be your final product, but get it on paper, get it out there, because once you see it written, then you can start scribbling and marking it up and making changes that make it better and better. Then tomorrow, we're going to actually make this into a video and share it with our tribe. We're going to share it on our Facebook groups. We're going to share it with our friends, maybe not with our friends or family, unless, of course, they're your target market. Please don't share it with your friends or family if they're not your target audience. If they're not your ideal customer, do not share it with them because they won't get it. They won't get it because it's not written for them. And the last thing you want to do is be getting feedback and advice and editing from someone that doesn't get it, because then it'll be edited toward them and not the ideal person that you're going after. And you will not have success with it because it won't be speaking to who you really want to be speaking to. That's it. Go out and make it a fantastic day. And I will see you tomorrow with how we're going to make a video of this. Bye.